For thousands of years, every major invention has changed the way humans work. The plow transformed farming. Steam engines transformed factories. Computers transformed offices. The internet connected the world. Every revolution followed the same pattern. Some jobs disappeared. New ones emerged. And society adapted. But this time, something feels different. Because for the first time in history, we aren't building a machine that replaces muscle. We're building one that can replace intelligence. Artificial intelligence is already writing software, analyzing medical scans, designing products, even accelerating scientific discovery. Which raises a question far bigger than, will AI take my job? The real question is this. When machines can perform almost every profession, what will be the very last job left for humans? Most people answer by naming a profession. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers. But after examining the latest research from AI scientists, economists, and business leaders, a very different answer begins to emerge. Because the last human job may not be a profession at all. It may be something every society will always need. To understand what happens next, we first need to look backward, because history has seen this fear before. When steam engines arrived, workers believed machines would destroy employment forever. When electricity spread across factories, millions feared their skills would become worthless. When computers entered offices, people predicted the end of white-collar work. And when the internet connected the world, entire industries were forced to reinvent themselves. Each revolution replaced certain jobs, but it also created entirely new ones. The Industrial Revolution didn't eliminate work. It changed where people worked. The computer didn't replace human thinking. It made thinking faster. The internet didn't eliminate businesses. It created businesses that had never existed before. For centuries, technology followed the same pattern. It amplified human ability. A hammer made us stronger. A tractor made us faster. A calculator made us quicker. A computer made us more productive. But every one of those inventions still depended on a human giving the next instruction. Artificial intelligence is beginning to change that. Instead of waiting for instructions, modern AI systems can plan, reason, adapt, and complete entire workflows on their own. Researchers now describe this as agentic AI, not because it's conscious, not because it's alive, but because it can pursue multi-step goals with surprisingly little human guidance. In some companies, AI no longer writes a single paragraph. It drafts entire reports. It doesn't just generate code. It builds complete applications. It doesn't simply answer scientific questions. It helps researchers discover entirely new ones. Some AI systems are even accelerating scientific discovery itself. That has never happened before. History gave us machines that multiplied human muscle. Now, for the first time, we are creating machines that can multiply human intelligence. And that changes everything. Because if intelligence itself becomes abundant, what happens to the value of human work? That question leads us to a problem almost nobody is talking about. When people imagine AI replacing jobs, they usually picture unemployment, empty offices, closed factories, millions of people searching for work. But according to many researchers, that may not be the biggest danger at all. The real crisis could begin long before entire professions disappear. It starts with the jobs almost nobody notices. The entry-level jobs, the internships, the junior positions, the first opportunities where every expert begins their career. Today, many of those roles are quietly changing. Some companies now ask AI to write the first draft, review documents, analyze data, generate software, even perform research that was once assigned to junior employees. In the United States, employment for software developers between the ages of 22 and 25 fell sharply between 2024 and 2025, as AI became increasingly capable of handling entry-level programming tasks. And software isn't the only field being affected. Finance, marketing, customer support, legal research, administrative work. Across industries, routine cognitive tasks are gradually shifting from humans to AI. At first, that sounds like progress. Why spend hours doing repetitive work if a machine can finish it in minutes? But hidden inside that efficiency is a much deeper problem. Every senior expert was once a beginner. Every experienced surgeon started as a medical student. Every great engineer once wrote simple code. Every CEO once made small decisions before making big ones. Experience isn't downloaded, it's earned. Researchers now warn about something called a learning penalty. If AI performs the work that teaches beginners, how will beginners ever become experts? Some researchers even describe the risk as cognitive atrophy, not because people become less intelligent, but because they stop developing the judgment that only experience can build. It's like trying to become a pilot without ever flying a plane, or becoming a surgeon without performing an operation. If the first steps disappear, where do tomorrow's experts come from? And that leads to an even bigger question. If AI becomes capable of doing the work, who will still be trusted to make the final decision? Imagine a hospital 10 years from now. An AI reviews millions of medical records, scans every laboratory result, analyzes every published research paper, and within seconds, it recommends the treatment most likely to save a patient's life. The doctor agrees. The treatment begins. But something goes wrong. The patient dies. Now ask yourself one question. Who is responsible? The AI, the software company, the hospital, or the doctor who approved the decision? The same question appears everywhere. An AI designs a bridge. Months later, the bridge collapses. Who stands in court? An AI approves a billion-dollar investment. The company goes bankrupt. Who answers to the shareholders? An autonomous system controls an aircraft. A mistake costs hundreds of lives. Who faces the investigation? Notice something remarkable. In every example, the work was performed by AI, but the responsibility remained human. And according to researchers, legal scholars, and business leaders, that isn't an accident. It's how civilization functions. Society has never been built on intelligence alone. It has been built on accountability, because intelligence can recommend. Intelligence can calculate. Intelligence can predict. But responsibility means accepting the consequences when those predictions are wrong. Today's AI systems can generate extraordinary answers, but they cannot stand before a judge. They cannot sign a legal document. They cannot accept moral responsibility. They cannot comfort a grieving family. And they cannot bear the weight of a decision that changes another person's life. That is why governments around the world are moving in the same direction. From the European Union's AI Act to emerging medical and financial regulations, one principle appears again and again: human oversight. Not because humans are always smarter, but because someone must always be accountable. For centuries, we believed intelligence was humanity's greatest advantage. The AI era may reveal something even more valuable. Not intelligence, but responsibility. And that changes the answer to the question we asked at the beginning. Because maybe the last human job was never about doing the work. Maybe it was always about owning the consequences. For thousands of years, human history has been shaped by one simple pattern. Every great invention changed what people did. The plow changed farming. The steam engine changed manufacturing. Electricity changed industry. Computers changed the office. The internet changed communication. Each revolution replaced old skills and rewarded new ones. Artificial intelligence is following that same path. But this time, the change runs deeper, because AI isn't just transforming how we work. It's forcing us to redefine why humans work in the first place. For generations, our value came from performing tasks, writing reports, analyzing data, making calculations, producing results. But as machines become capable of doing more of those tasks, human value begins to shift, not toward working faster, but toward deciding wisely, not toward knowing more, but toward understanding consequences. The future won't belong to the person who can complete the most work. It will belong to the person trusted to make the final decision when the stakes are highest. Because every algorithm, every robot, every autonomous system will eventually reach the same point, a decision that affects another human being. And at that moment, someone must accept responsibility, not because they are the smartest, but because society cannot function without accountability. Maybe that's the question we should have been asking all along. Not, what is the last job AI can't replace? But, what is the last responsibility humans should never give away? Because history suggests, technology doesn't erase humanity. It reveals what humanity values most. And perhaps, after every profession has changed, after every workflow has been transformed, after artificial intelligence becomes part of nearly everything we do, the rarest human skill won't be intelligence. It will be the courage to take responsibility for decisions that truly matter. The last human job won't belong to the smartest. It will belong to the most responsible. The future isn't waiting. Future frontier. Stay curious. Stay ahead.